Nice. Okay, that's GG. Instantly. Instant GG. You can concede like now. Okay. As I said so. Oh, that's an instant GG. Okay. Well, that's an instant lethal. That's pretty cool. Well, how you doing out there, Mr. Drank Paladin? I like that. I like that. Instant MBM considering. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. They were playing this deck, which is a new edition of a Triple Blood Starship DK. The last variation of this deck included both copies of the Creature of Madness as a substitution of some extra card draws like a Chillfallen or an Ancient of Yore. And before, like in the previous run, I didn't like have really too much of a chance to actually try that out, like a Creature of Madness actually doing some hard work for us. A Creature of Madness can potentially boost us out, like in an early game, giving us a Chillfallen, giving us like Soulbound Spire, giving us like some kind of like 3 drops that on average like kind of like a 3/3, but with a cool dark give. For example, you can buff it out with a +2/+2 and elusive, all of that good stuff, like getting on the board. Maybe some death rattles can go on for you, you know. But obviously, you're aiming with a Creature of Madness for Soulbound Spire, like for a second copy, like a 2/2 copy of it, or for a buff like for damage, right? Or for a buff like of +2/+2 plus elusive, something like this. Like usually it's what you want. But Chillfallen with a double battle cry, with Chillfallen with an extra copy, all of that good stuff can actually, like, you know, win your game in an early game against some kind of like aggressive deck so far. And in the previous season, we were actually able to climb with a Triple Blood Starship and with a BBB Starship, like switching between the decks with 2 Legend, like on both servers, like on EU and on NA. And so far the times that I had last month, so I'm not sure like how much time we'll have this month, but you know, as far as this, we're starting strong with a strong deck just to, like, you know, get a grasp on what is going on right now in the ladder, because I didn't play it for a couple of days. But before we start, make sure to, you know, to hit that sub button. Only 11% of you guys are actually sub to the channel, whoever is like, you know, watching that on YouTube. But for now, let's jump right in. Okay.
I will fight with honor. You get back to work.
Okay, so this time we saw all of this out. Hold on. Okay, so this is kind of like a nice start. At least we'll try out a Creature of Madness, right? So this is like, you know, as far as it gets. I created like this variation of his deck, like, you know, I tried it out at a couple of times by myself. Dean actually has a chance to test how like good this card specifically is, so right now we're doing it on the stream. So, you know, if you don't really know, like I actually stream before, actually, like when I record the video. We are doing it right now on Twitch, so if you're not subbed yet, make sure to do so. Card Creator is actually a really good draw for us, considering that we, but we kind of need specifically any spell, right? Any spell. Maybe next turn we'll do like what? Like this is at least like something for us to actually play on the next turn. Maybe that is even better. And just like getting on the board against an aggro deck. I guess that is fine. Because Card Creator is just like, we don't really have an activator for it right now. It's a cool card, but maybe not against like an aggro, and maybe not against, like, you know, considering our hand here, right? Metal Detector. So that is more all-inish version of online Nessa, right? Interesting. More all-inish version of online Nessa. Poison Breath gives us a board clear. I guess that is what we are doing here. Not to rely on a top deck of some kind of board clear, so that is like the only board clear right now that we have. So it's better for us to do this. I guess Sanguine Infestation goes in. We try to find Corpse Explosion. We kind of like have a lot of corpses for now. Protects himself a little. Flicker and Light Mod, okay. Good stuff, good stuff. That is not like too strong, which is fine. Buffs it out a little more. That's perfect. That's perfect because we will still kill it with a Lich. Let's go for it. Durrat in our hand is extremely important because he might have an Ursol at some point, and we'll try to, like, you know, to play out all the Durrats that is possible, like on terms 7 as it is for now, because he has a coin. Because he has a coin. An 8/8 on a board already, okay. An 8/8 on a board already. So what is our best turn here? Like in terms of stats, obviously Scarab Keychain plus Nightmare Lord Xavius is a little better. In terms of Starship going on for us, Arkonite Defense Crystal is a little better by itself. Maybe that is like, you know, what we have to do here. But I'm not sure though. Maybe this is like a bait. Maybe, you know, our couple of Starship pieces is kind of like a bait because we need to find even more. But it depends, right? Might get a Starship piece from our Nightmare Lord Xavius. Something like an extra copy from Arkonite Defense Crystal. Let's go. Oh, here's a Starship piece for us and a 2/2 copy. Okay, that is really strong. That is really strong. Durrat to get an Ursol out. I guess that is strong too, you know, because this will not win us a game by itself. Durrat might, right? Durrat might. With Hoarder, let's go. Oh, I didn't have the time, okay. Oh, I was thinking about like this card, like between these two, like a Crazy Alchemist and a Little Corner. I'm not sure like what is better, but okay, destroys one and probably 8 into the face, right? Probably 8 into the face. Tries to be aggressive. Coin out. All manager out. Okay. Oh, it's not too bad. So we need to like prepare ourselves to actually try to get an Ursol out if that happens. Like if that happens for us, right? Divine Brew. Okay. Wild Pyrus here. Wild Pyrus here. Don't really like that though. We can try to take it on with an Arkonite Defense Crystal, but that feels like a little inefficient though. Feels like a little inefficient. Hero power here. That's probably a Sea Shanty or something. I don't believe his Ursol is like, you know, is playable right away. I mean that he has an Ursol right now in his hand. Maybe an Arkonite Defense Crystal is not like a really bad idea. I don't really want to sacrifice a Wild Pyro just like for a Vampiric Blood to remove that stuff. I'm not sure that is like a good turn. Crazy Alchemist by itself on it, and just like forget about it right now. How about that? Feels kind of fine. But what else? Not much. Like a Guiding Figure, Vampiric Blood. Well, it's not too bad though. Okay, let's go. Do Vampiric Blood first. Guiding Figure after. And let's do this for now. A Corpse Explosion for now, which is not too bad. Like I didn't attack a Divine Shield right now because he might still have a buff, and we still need like a way to actually remove Divine Shields. We need that way, you know. Okay, we are kind of like looking for a Sea Shanty here, right? As an old manager, so an Ursol is playable next turn. Okay, so we have to go out with Durrats here. Okay, Good to know. Like, at least one has to go out, right? At least one has to go out. But it's better for us to actually get two. Considering that he has all managers and stuff, well, he still has to have like a sea shiny. But I'm not sure why he didn't play that out.
I'm thinking.
It feels like he's preparing for a Nursal here. That is the only thing that concerns me. If that is like two sea shinies, it's a high chance for us to actually get a Nursal out. Let's go. Let's hope to get a Nursal out. My Nessa is here. Well, that's unfortunate, by the way. That's unfortunate. Well, Nessa is not like really that great. Nessa is not really that great. Well, let's hope he doesn't have a Nursal. We have to clear. We cannot like leave the board with the Lynessa. If we didn't get Lynessa out, like I would consider actually playing a second red. There's a sea shiny, okay? It's not too bad for us. We're clearing that off without any problems. Without any problems so far. And we're going with a Durrat, I guess. Yet again. Nice. Okay, that's GG. Instantly. Instant GG. You can concede like now. Okay. As I said so. That was pretty well played, I would say. The fact that he didn't play a Nursal instantly on turn 7 with a coin means he just like didn't have a Shaletter, so he was kind of like looking for it, I guess. Or he made a huge mistake that cost him a game and lost like instantly on the spot, but just like not playing the Nursal. But like the way he actually played and actually was thinking about all of those coins, like, you know, I was kind of like have a feeling that he has another Nursal in his hand, and all he was thinking about like is kind of like when to play it and what to do. Plus, like considering that he stacks a coin, like now when I saw the cards that he played, right, and that he had in his hand, it was kind of likely that he had a Lynessa too. So you know, it depends, right? But why did he like, you know, wait for sea shanties for so long? I'm not sure at all. I like, you know, not sure at all. I would probably go out and try to play sea shanties much faster here, because an 8/8 is much weaker than a 3/5/5s, right? And at some point I could just like not have a board clear, and that could be just like, you know, much better for him. But sea shanty applies much more pressure than an 8/8, and he was just like, you know, pressuring me with an 8/8 and thinking like that this is kind of like enough, but it was not. Durrat is too early to be true. A couple of 1/1s is not like a huge threat. Let's go for Creature Madness next turn and leave a coin for maybe some kind of like combo turns. Let's see. Against an Imbu Druid, this deck actually should struggle a lot. Because Imbu, you know, we need an early Starship to actually, you know, deal with an Imbu early enough. Or we need him to have a really bad hand. Reborn with full enhancement. Dream card. Dream card is juicy. But this is much better against an Imbu, because at one point, like, he will have all those card generations and stuff. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's go. Even though Dream card is extremely cool, I still think this is a little better. Just stop his, like, you know, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, what is this? Okay, that's pretty good. If he doesn't play this card right now, this might actually be really good. Trades the off, interesting. Let's go. Cannot kill it right away. Okay. Not too much for him. Couple of the rats, by the way. It's kind of like 5 corpses for us. Oh, we have a Wild Pyro plus a Poison Breath. We can just like play 2 and see what happens, right? Okay, that's pretty good. I don't really want to, like, you know, to waste that out. Like, for now at least. Don't really want to attack a 4-3 here. While Pyro plus a Poison Breath clears whatever he plays out. Kind of want to protect it as much as possible. He just has spells, so I'll see what happens here. Raz, okay. 4-3 damage, okay, that is painful. Have 3 corpses. We can actually do a corpse explosion here, Kitty. I don't know. Say hi. Say hi. Meh. Okay, so what do we have here? Like, we have a full board clear with just a corpse explosion. Is that like, is that good enough for us? Guess it should be. Guess it should be, because 2-1 is still alive, right?
I'm thinking.
2-1 is still alive, so we're like kind of like good to go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. This is really annoying for him. It might just like win us a game. Tide pools. Be my guest. Be my guest, my friend. This card just destroys him right now. Like, at least 3 cards out of those 4 are actual generated, right? Yeah, boy. Hero power plus a Sanguine Infestation. Feels good enough. Feels good enough to protect this even more. Right? Yep. Let's go. Let this be as annoying as it can possibly be. Well, he tries like crazy, his auto moves and stuff. It's still there, bro. Still 5 damage to deal to it. It's a 4-4 golem for now, like turn 7 for 4 golem. Marco's a wild for 4, okay. Well, that's not too bad, I mean. Do we remove it? Can try to go for a creature of madness here. Hero power plus poison breath is an option for us. Like, I kind of think that if we'll leave this card, you know, on the board, might be a game-winning strat for us. Maybe a Soulbound Spire, like, you know, development of it is fine, not a creature of madness here. Let's go. Let's spend 1 poison breath on it. Develop a Starship, or, like, you know, let's stick with this card to be as annoying as possible still, yeah, like, you know, kind of like delaying his development, right? Delaying his development zone. As long as possible. And we will be fine, like, developing ourselves, right? Draw a spell, by the way. His own one. Hero power, okay. It's a 5-5 golem now. 11 hurts, 14 damage into a lich, okay. Oh, Kil'jaeden is really bad. Near the Orbital Moon. Let's see what Creature of Man is bringing us here. Maybe another 3-drop like this. Battle Cry is triggered twice. We don't really have any... Don't really have any more cards that actually spawn corpses left. So it's kind of like useless. This is fine. I mean, why not? D2 copy. Well, let's go. Let's see what is out there. Death Strike. Death Strike is really good. Frost Strike is even better, I would say. Maybe, maybe not. No, not really. Let's go with a Death Strike here. We'll wait a little more for a Guiding Figure. Let's go. Steal as annoying as possible. Since turn 3, right? Challenge. Okay. You cannot play Xavius Awakens here. I think he didn't think that through. This card is still winning the game here. It's not an activated Ladder Zone, and then Xavius Awakens is still not playable. Tries to return it for 2, okay. A return for 2, okay. Couple of Guiding Fingers for this. I don't really have a spell for an activation though. I don't really want to waste an Orbital Moon like this. This kind of makes an Xavius Awakens cost 4. It's not like really that great. But he will go off like crazy next turn. If we don't really play it. He'll have like 2 extra mana, right? And a couple of discounted cards. Don't really want to go for a Kil'jaeden. Don't really have a draw. Maybe we should go for a Kil'jaeden here. Maybe we just should. A nade drop. If we do that, we just like have a nade drop, right? Kil'jaeden and makes this reborn. How about that? Yeah, it's just like sounds crazy, you know. Let's just wait a turn. Let's just wait a turn here. We need some better cards, I would say. I would really appreciate Nightmare Lord Xavius, Sanguine Infestation, extra Starship piece, like any of those. This is their Awakens, okay, finally. It just has a health here. Exodar is not lethal, okay. Marooned, fine. Here's a Photosynthesis, okay. Well, he heals, right? Not that bad. Nightmare for +5/+5, like why? Why would you do that? Oh, just to empty your hand, okay. Just to empty your hand. That is fine in such a case. You don't really have to deal with that anymore. Ooh, that actually brings us some options. That gives us some options here. Oh, nice. Draw a spell. Wait a little to draw a spell and a minion. Oh my god. That is huge. Final Frontier, okay. Hold 3 turns. Well, 3 turns is too much. Like, I'm pushing a lethal right now. Kind of, right? Like, he has to think that I have it, like, that I have a lethal here. He just has to think that. Because otherwise that is, like, weird. He doesn't. 0 hero power, interesting. A 9/9, okay. Okay, fine, let's draw. Draw a minion. Oh, we can choose. We can actually draw a minion here. It's much better. And here's an Arkonite defense crystal finally for us. Finally, it's here. Do we try a lethal here? I guess we do. Like, we don't really care about, like, his minion having 1 extra health here. Let's just, like, you know... Let's just do this for now. Have a lot of board clears, we should be fine for consecutive turns. Another final frontier. Well, that is strong. Might get another 88 rush like this. But he spends a lot of mana, like too much, I would say. Okay, we finally have a huge starship. Rush Poisonous also damages adjacent, okay. If we get a top deck of an Exodar, that's instant GG. Right? Another photosynthesis, okay, well. Still is an instant GG. There's still an instant GG if a top deck an Exodar here. I'm doing top deck an Exodar, okay. I guess we should launch, like, anyway. Like, who cares, right? Launch, summon a lot of 10 drops, and should be a nail in a coffin for him. X. Just do 10 drops, right? Maybe I should go with Corpse Explosion, something like this. Not sure. Orbital Moon kind of like, I kind of want to resurrect, but not like that much. Do I really launch here? Do I really launch? He has a lot of minions. Kind of want to launch. Like, who cares, right? Who cares? Nice. We summoned some minions on the board, we're kind of good here. This is actually really good. Oh, he imbued too much. Malorn is a really good card here, but again he spends a lot of mana. Like, he cannot like have a really explosive turn in terms of actually spending that much mana on it. This is really bad pick. Whatever you had, anything could be better than this. Or maybe that is just like a conceit sign, I'm not sure. Like, anything else could be better. Like, imagine a Tortola there, for example. Now that's an instant GG. Okay. Going pretty strong so far. As I said, that is like what I consider was like the strongest deck that I came out with the previous season, right? That we were able to actually climb Legend on both servers with. This one and a Triple Blood. No, this one and a Triple Blood.
Versus Uther.
A couple of creature madnesses. Corpse Explosion. Actually, it might be good. Like, if he has a Dream Hand and goes with a Sea Shanty on like turns 4-5, this might be game changing for us. It's better for us to actually have board clears and not. Like, I would say so. Kind of want to keep it. Even though like a Firestone goes crazy and says like throw this out, please throw this out. Not something that I'm thinking of. Brailbone Buccaneer is extremely strong. Let's go. And it's kind of like fits our archetype here a little, right? Means this and a BBU. I was switching like between a BBU and triple blood whole previous season here. Raptor Reborn. Brailbone. No. No. Okay, let's go. A Reborn or Raptor is kind of like fun. Decent, actually. It's a 4-2. Gives us a couple of corpses. Good enough. It's 4 corpses from here. Turn 4, kind of like a 5th corpse guaranteed, but it's better for us to have 6. Considering that he might like do a sea shanty into some kind of like, you know, buff. Vicious Laser Spear, okay, and a Sunscreen. Well, we're not dealing with it right now. Don't have the resources to actually do that. And what he does is weird. He spends a lot of cards and weighs them out, right? Let's go with this one. Oh my god, that is strong, my man. That is really strong. Considering like what we are playing against, like an aggro, right? And that is a lot of corpses, by the way, too. Don't have a mech. Okay, let's go. It's just like strong. And we're leaving a lot of like those 1/1s. Has another sunscreen, so this guy right there should be fine. Feeling like, you know, decent. I'm sorry. That's a heal, right? Okay, that's a heal. And probably another sunscreen. Ducklings plus a fortune actually deals with it, right? Let's go. That's such a cute card, though. So, considering the previous game, Creature Menace actually won us a game fair and square, because it gave us this Enforcer or whatever that actually stopped his development and actually won us a game in the process, right? That is actually really great. Let's see what kind of straight drop. We kind of need a tone. Ooh. Okay. That's the best I could ask for, thank you. We're still destroying minions, you know, still destroying that stuff. But yeah. Still destroying minions to make his turns a little more awkward, because he has to actually spawn something, and he imbued his hero power, so he doesn't have like a guaranteed way to actually spawn something on the board, and that sometimes might be actually you know, might be actually challenging to get on the board in this way. Well, manager, yeah, so he now has to actually dump his hand just like for sake of actually you know, doing something on the board, not like, you know, skipping a turn completely. It feels like he's preparing for a no-soul. I don't really like that. Yeah, +2. Has 6 mana after. Okay, let's draw a couple. There's a turret for us. 6 mana after. Ursal is 8, right? He didn't play any minions before, so, you know, might just like try to get an Ursal out. Let's go. Oh, he doesn't have any minions. Interesting. He doesn't have any minions. That's good to know. So he relies heavily on just like a simple top deck, right? There's just Laser Spear, doesn't give you any sense of form. Sunscreen, whatever. No one cares about that. Divine Burial, fine. Okay. Seen enough. You can, you know, pass the turn now. See Shiny. Not you, man. Aegis, okay. Another Indian. That's a free draw for us, right? Arkonite Defense Crystal. That is the first Starship piece that we have, and I guess we're going for it. Do this for now. There's an Orbital Moon for us, which is strong. This is kind of like not a threat at all, you know. Have a lot of towns here, all the good stuff. We have like 4 towns, you know. He still kind of like needs to find a way to clear and not collide in one shot and like feel good about it. But considering that we have a corpse explosion, that would be a thank you. Have a couple of Arkonite Defense Crystal in a Starship already, which is strong. We just like kind of need, you know, hopefully a Guiding Figure plus a Soulbound Spire at some point. To even be able to try to tackle the whole like Shaladrizzle combo. It's like how crazy that is. Okay. A whole Shaladrizzle combo. Flickering, no one cares. Divine Brew, okay. Finally destroys that, okay, fine. Another Flickering, okay. We can get 2 Arkonite Defense Crystals here, by the way. Give 1 a Reborn. Destroy 1 here. I gotta clear, like who cares, right? Maybe that is fine. Just to clear. And draw, for example. Maybe like a Brittle Bone. It's too much to think of. Like, I'm playing an Exodar just to, like, you know, to get some extra value from a Brittle Bone. Not sure that is like the right choice. Not really sure that is the right choice here. Do we need corpses? If we attack this first, we'll get like 1 extra corpse. Not too bad, I mean. Might need one, right? Might need it. Okay, let's go. Let's go with this. Let's go with a drone. Here's a Soulbound Spire, okay. Well, I guess one of those cards, like, he has only 1 card left and it might be a Shaladrizzle. If he top decks an Ursalm, that is strong. Don't get me wrong. Still strong, I will need to find like a way out. I guess he didn't, right? He didn't top deck an Ursalm. He skips the turn completely. Interesting. Okay, he gives us some time to develop. Okay, that's nice. Brittle Bone, second one. Let's go. He gives us time, we gladly take it, right? So Starship is kind of ready. All we need is a Guiding Figure, like at any point. And this makes it much stronger, right? Here's an Ursalm. Because why not? Top deck of an Ursalm. And a Shaladrizzle was in his hand. Yep. Classic, right? Classic. Well, now he at least has a chance in this game. Not a huge one, but that's a chance, right? For us to win, we need to get a top deck of a Guiding Figure. Well, not to win, but like, at least, you know, 10-9, we cannot leave a 10-9 on the board. Let's see what happens here. And that's unfortunate. Let's draw a card and try to find something. Well, here's a Guiding Figure, right? Well, here's a Guiding Figure. Well, we need to empty our board here. And we need to destroy 10-5, unfortunately. And we need to do that. We need that armor from here to leave through a Shaladder Zone. Has just two more, yeah, because the damage there is kind of limited. Like, even though he high rolled like crazy there and got an Ursal on turn 9, it's not too late. With a full Shaladder Zone combo. Having 0 anything, like, if he waits for 1-2 extra turns, the game is over, but like, you know, he got it when it matters. Well, he could get it like 1 turn earlier, right? But still. Oh, he knows, right? Oh, he knows. That is not a problem. Well, we might still go for an armor here. Okay, let's see, Shanice. Hold on, he played 2. He has a Linessa now, right? He played 2, right? No, just 1, okay. Has a second one right now. I don't really have too many board clears, just like 1 basically. And he gives us a way to actually, you know, to actually proc it. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, and that is a thank you, I would say. That he gives us this opportunity, though. One more Soulbound Spire. That is strong. There's another shuffle here. Without a Guiding Figures, it is like, you know, not playable, like an Exodar and all that stuff. Because Starship will be instantly in the deck. So... maybe just playing a Guiding Figure was kind of like a mistake. Maybe I had to consider this.
I'm thinking.
Like, this goes in, obviously. This goes in. All of them goes in. This goes out. And a Poison Breath, right? And a Soulbound Spire, just like Forsaken.
My hand is too full.
J display. Well, nice burn, Bron. That was probably the best burn you could ever have. We don't have a Draenei anymore, unfortunately. We are pretty much out of steam. He has one last Shaladder Zone here. Shuffles, right? Okay, there's a second shuffle. He has one more left, right? It's pretty good that he shuffles, by the way. I kind of want him to have only, you know, as few shuffles as possible. I was thinking about, like, you know, destroying Soulbound Spire there, but I just like didn't feel like that was the right move. I'm not sure why.
Move quickly.
Didn't feel like it. 12 damage. Potentially 4 on him. Wine brew here. Okay. Still have one more corpse explosion, one more chest still. But he has a full shoulder yet again. Well, here's a chest for us, okay. Is that a lethal, by the way? Yeah, that's an instant lethal. Well, that's an instant lethal. That's pretty cool. Well, how you doing out there, Mr. Drank Paladin? That is nice. Okay, going well so far, right? 0 losses. Well, as I was thinking, like, I actually saw the creature madness can actually do some dirt tricks, and as it is for now, it actually worked pretty well. Well, in this game specifically, 3 drops were not like that heavy or that huge of a deal, but in previous one, I would say like creature madness just like won the game by itself. You know, for example, in Enforcer, actually, like, you know, destroying an Imbue Druid there. Against the Rock, interesting. Oh, against the Rock, we don't really have the strats. This deck actually excluded strats just to, like, you know, try out more early game. That is a Nashaman, maybe, maybe not. Wildfire, we actually have to keep it, I guess, just in case he high rolls, and you know, for us to have a chance to actually find a poison breath and clears it off. Orbital Moon is really too early for this kind of stuff. For kind of defense crystal is too early. It's a huge problem also for us not having like an early game here. If that is a more aggro-ish version, which is kind of like what called either like a pirate rock or a base rock or whatever that is. Oh my god, keep throwing like heavy stuff. Unplayable cards, right? Which makes the worst one, right? They like Zil, Exodar, and Kil'jaeden are at least somehow like playable. That Sisless is not playable till turn like 15. Vampiric Blood, you gotta be kidding me. Nice 3 turns. Well, at least he doesn't like have something crazy there. At least we'll have something to play next turn, but it might be too late. Might be too late. It's not too much. Just a minion. Creature of mana as well. Not too bad. And 2/2 copy, okay. Found some kind of like 3 drop again. Let's see what is up. Not a huge board, by the way. At least that happens for us. No, that is a bait. That is a bait. Plus 3 attack and a lifesteal, that is pretty good. Kind of like a pound drop. Doing some stuff on the board, plus creating a fire drop. I was actually somehow convinced there is a Talgas here in his hand. And that he will like destroy 4/4 instantly, man. Whatever. At least we now have like a Vampiric Blood here. Shadow Step. That's weird.
Number 802,
Like he draws, right? Is your hand like really is that weird? Cannot silence it, so we'll like, you know, heal for 5 anyway. At least. Plus create like a 5 drop here. Oh. Full board clear. Full board clear. But we don't have any more board clears, unfortunately.
Let me think.
Might be a problem if he high rolls like crazy and if he finds like a bounces and all of the good stuff. But I guess this card is stuck on the board and is kind of not really good. It gives him options, right? Let's go. It gives him too many options, I would say. Maybe this game will be long enough for it says, who knows. Some said with a dark gap. He has a creature of mana by himself, okay. Well, that feels like an Ashamon rock. Feels like at least, right? In such a case, we have to draw a Kil'jaeden to preserve, right? To preserve a late game here, I would say. Not sure. Maybe we don't really have enough board clears against an Ashamon. Might be a problem. Might be a problem. Okay, a couple of Soulbound Spires, let's go. Let's destroy this maybe? Nah, it kills us, right? Let's go. Forgot he doesn't have like an explosive runes here. It was just like 200 traps, which is useless for him. Unless that is a bargain bin, right? Unless there is a bargain bin. Dream Planner's F. Okay, this way he might find his silence, right? Enemy hero, okay. Now he doesn't have a silence anymore. Backstab, okay. Five, 6. 4, 6, I mean. Pretty nice.
Need a drink?
Menagerie Jack, interesting. Creature Madness, nice. Interesting. Okay.
Choose soon.
So what do we have here? I'll probably go for a draw. Draw first, right? Xavius, Vampiric Blood. Xavius. Ashamon is still not playable, right? It's 9 mana as far as I remember. We'll try to dig for it next turn. I would say. Orbital Moon. Do we need that?
Thinking.
2-2, not too much. Might go for Wild Pyro plus an Orbital Moon. How about that? Nah, feels weird. Let's do this for now. Not too much of a strat, we have a lot of heal. He might have a blood. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. I do hammers too much.
Muzzle their magic.
Not good enough. Doomhammer is too heavy. Where's that one? That's how of your minions that died. Interesting. Interesting. So an Ashamon is playable now, so we have to go with the Durat here, like 100%. Like we have to try to dig for it. Nah, it didn't happen. Okay. We don't even care. Can do for an Arkonite defense crystal. Fine by itself. Let's go for a Scarab Keychain, just like for now. Maybe we'll find another didn't happen for us. Frostbound no, gains 3 armor. Kind of juicy, but I would rather go for a Blood Mage Taunos here. It's kind of like a draw. Okay, let's go for another tone. And we're good to go. Oh, we actually had one more turn to wait for Durat, right? Because he was overloaded. Slight misplaying. We have one more turn. Level burst for 0. Strong. Clears the board. And you have bounces? I'm not sure. He would have played like this card much earlier if he had bounces, right? Probably some. Probably some. Wild Pyro. Maybe I should sec one. Maybe I should sec one. Just to, you know, to clear. Let's see what happens here. Corpse exploring. Full board clear. Is it something that I want? Do I want an extra heal here, by the way? I guess I do. Okay. Good enough, I would say. Still have full board clear. Mariam. Actually, we have a lot of board clears. We have like Corpse Explosion, Cis. Well, Cis will be playable really soon, I would say. It feels like my game moved for some reason. Like the board actually moved, right? A little higher. Like usually you don't really see that stuff. Kill that instantly? Why? It's weird. Well, I take it, I guess. Oh, we need a draw. I mean, well, he needs it too, but I guess we need more. We have a Kil'jaeden here, so an Ashamon is like, no, not really a problem for us right now. Plus, we like drew pretty much everything that is important here. At least some kind of like a little value cards here overall. Well, we still have like 3 Starship pieces here and an Exodar. Maybe if he has an Ashaman, like, you know. But I guess he just left. Draw into draw into draw. Okay. I like that. I like that. Instant MBM considering. Okay, so this deck for now didn't lose any game. Kind of like again, yet again, kind of like 100% win rate so far. But we know for sure this deck usually performs like what? If you run like 5 games, you will usually be something like 4-1. Like at least it worked out like this for me. So you kind of like lose a game here and there, you know, but the deck is overall strong by itself. Obviously, if you'll play it on some kind of like top 100 legend, you'll find a little more problems because people like, you know better what to do with their decks, right? And they will just like, you know, make less mistakes that will lead to their eventual like demise overall. But as far as this, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the corner out there. I hope you enjoyed like the deck so far. And you know, if you did indeed so, make sure to sub, you know, make sure to make this old man happy right there. But for now, that is it for BBB Starship DK.